Good morning, children. So, children, in our last class, we have started the discussion of the Tughlaq dynasty. Right, so we have discussed about Muhammad bin Tughlaq. I hope that was been understood by you all. So, in our today class, we will discuss the next powerful ruler of Tughlaq dynasty, that is Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay, now Firoz Shah Tughlaq, he ruled from 1351 to 1388, and he was Muhammad bin Tughlaq cousin. Okay, now Firoz Shah Tughlaq, he wanted the support of Novel, and he thought that until and unless Novel would not be happy with him, they will not allow him to rule peacefully. So what Firoz Shah he did to get the support of the Novel? To get the support of the Novel, he has given the Novel bigger iktas. Now, what do you mean by ikta? Ikta is a land of empire which was been given to the Novel. And how the Novel they use the ikta? They used to collect tax from the people who were living on those ikta. Clear? So to allow him peacefully, to rule peacefully, he had given the Novel bigger ikta. Understood? So what Firoz Shah he has given the Novel so that he can rule peacefully? He has given the Novel bigger ikta. Clear? And when the Novel will die, his ikta or his land will be passed on to his son. Clear? So this is all about ikta system. Now we will discuss about the Firoz Shah reform, that means what he has done during his time period. Okay, now Firoz Shah Tughlaq he was very successful. So whatever policy he make, it was successful, and he has built various tank, well, hospital and canals. So all these things was been made by Firoz Shah. He also had founded new towns such as Jaunpur, Firozpur, Firozabad and Hisar Firoza. Clear? Apart from all these, he also worked in the field of education, and he has built many educational institutions also, and even he made many Sanskrit work translated to Persian and Arabic language. Clear? So this is all the reform which Firoz Shah Tughlaq he did during his time period. Understood? You must have to remember his reform. Clear? Now, after the death of Firoz Shah, his empire broke up and many regions became independent. Later, after Firoz Shah, there was Timur invention. Now, Timur was a Mongol ruler. Now, I had already said you that Mongol had the threat of continuous invasion on Sultanate, right? So, Mongol ruler Timur had invaded India and had attacked and looted Delhi. So all the thing he had looted, what he did, he beautified his capital, that was Samarkand. So whatever he has looted from Delhi, he has taken everything to Samarkand, where he has built many beautiful building, palace and mosque. That is, he had decorated his capital city Samarkand. Understood? And before leaving Delhi, what Timur did? He had appointed Khizr Khan as a deputy of India, and this way Sayyid dynasty began. And after Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Sayyid dynasty came into existence. Okay. Now we will study about some aspect of Tughlaq rule, that is some part of Tughlaq rule. So when we study about some aspect of Tughlaq rule, first one is the Sultan. Okay, so you all know that Sultan was the most powerful. Now he, that is Sultan, has a constant struggle with ulemas during that time period. Do you have any idea who are ulemas? Children, ulemas were the body of Muslim scholar who were recognized as having specialized knowledge of Islamic law. Clear? So those people were called ulemas. Now there was a difference between Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firoz Shah Tughlaq when we talk about the ulemas. Now Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he tried to limit the power of ulemas, whereas Firoz Shah, he was very lenient when with the ulemas. That is, Firoz Shah, he is not going against ulemas, not saying anything. He just want to please the ulemas, and just to please the ulemas, what Firoz Shah he did, he had brought back the Sharia law and rule according to them. That is, what is Sharia law? Sharia law was a religious law in the Islamic tradition. Okay. Now Muhammad bin Tughlaq, when we talk about him, he also want to please the ulemas, but he was not like Firoz Shah. When ulemas thought that Muhammad bin Tughlaq is not ruling according to Islam rule, or he is becoming un-Islamic, what Muhammad bin Tughlaq he did, he issued a coin in the name of Khalif. Now Khalif was a religious leader in Islam. Clear? Now he issued the coin in the name of Khalif to show that he is ruling according to Islam law. Okay? Now, next thing after Sultan came the court. The Sultan court was very ceremonial. That is, Sultan is sitting at the top and at the side people are sitting. Clear? You must have seen a court. Just imagine it like that only. Okay? So, that was called as ceremonial court. Now, there were two things which was been performed in his court. That is, Sizda and Paibos. Now, Sizda and Paibos I have already explained you children. I hope you have remember. So, next come the novelty. Clear? So, novelty is the group of powerful novel. Now, Sultan department was divided into 4 departments. What was that? Let us discuss. First one, Diwani-e Wajrat, which concerned with finance department. Second one, Diwani-e Risalat, that is related to religious matter. Third one, Diwani-e Urj, that is related to military affair. Clear? Last one, that is the fourth one, is the Diwani-e Insha, that is related to royal correspondence. Clear? What are the 4 departments? Diwani-e Wajrat, that is concerned with the finance department. Second one, Diwani-e Rizlat, that is related to religious matter. Third one, Diwani-e Urj, that is related to military affair. Fourth and the last one is Diwani-e Insha, that is related to royal correspondence. Clear? So this was the 4th department in the Sultan court. You must have to remember this. Okay. Now, last topic of Sultan dynasty was land control, the Iqta system. Okay. Now, what is Iqta, children? The grant of land which was been given to the novel is called Iqta. Clear? And the novel who receive Iqta were called Iqtadar. So, what they used to do with the Iqta? They, that is a novel, used to collect tax from the farmer, those who were living in their Iqta. Clear? So, in that, the Sultan, what he has done, Sultan had tried, he even tried to check that the novel were not charging any extra taxes from the farmer. Clear? That is, Sultan had tried to check that none of the Iqtadar were overcharging taxes to the farmer. So, Sultan had checked, or we can say had keep an eye on it, that they were not charging any extra money from the farmer. Clear? So, when we talked about Iqta theory, it is transferable. Okay, like Sultan, when he had given a land to someone, he can take back the particular land from it. Clear? From it, that means from the Iqtidar. Clear? So, it was a system before Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay? And if Iqtidar died, the Iqta used to be taken back by the Sultan. But during the reign of Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the transfer of Iqta became rare. Clear? That means Iqtidar began to treat themselves as hereditary. That is, one Iqtidar had got the land. After his death, the land will be transferred to his son, the one who has got the land. Clear? after that son dead, again that land will be transferred to that son. Clear? That is, the land will pass generation to generation. It will be not taken back by the sultan. Okay. Now, since sultan was not strong enough, he could not stop that practice. Whenever there was a weak sultan, most iqtidar used to behave like independent ruler of their land. Clear? You need out here to remember these string in the Iqta system. Clear? So in the Iqta system, you have to remember three things. What are those three things? What is Iqta? Who are Iqtidars? And what does Iqtidar did? Okay. So this is all about the Tughlaq dynasty. Clear? So children must go through the text, each and every line from your textbook. Okay. So till then, take care. Thank you.